Welcome back to the channel, you guys. Wanted to do a quick video here showing my haul from the Lehigh Valley Comic Con. I was there this past weekend, had an awesome time. Wanted to put this out there as well. We were actually featured on the local news. Pretty cool. That is Sam's Hands from Secrets Collectibles. I will put the link down below if you would like to see that. Shane and Sam are featured. I am too tall for the camera. Anyway, we had a fun time. At the Lehigh Valley Comic Con. But this is just a fun haul. Let's get into it. All right. So, I wanted to show some toys. We'll show some toys real quick. One of the hauls that I picked up was this. Walking around WrestleMania is actually this coming weekend. And I'm always a fan of these 1980s LGN uh, Titan Sports. They're the big rubber wrestlers. I got all these in one bulk buy. These were under the table, just kind of shoved under a table. I always try to look, and when I'm ever at the con, I always try to look at stuff that's kind of not that someone's not interested in, honestly. The seller really kind of wasn't interested in these, so I bought this entire lot. And right at the bottom, you could see here this guy, big boss man, seems to be have some significant value. Looked him up. Also Hercules as well, but you could see here, if you look closely, they are very, very dirty. And each figure takes about 15 minutes to clean, start to finish, using various cleaning products. But what's the great thing about these? They clean up really nice. So I'm really happy with that. I will do pretty well on this lot. I will probably keep a couple of these, but the majority of them will be available for sale. And if you're interested in anything, any of these, such as the Big Boss Man, certainly hit me up, horizonpix at gmail, or you can hit me up on Instagram. I did get some plush. These plush were in addition to the comic stack. That's my comic stack from the con. I will go over those in just a few minutes. But I got some toys on top of the comics that I got from the main guy that runs the Comic Con, and this is Phineas and Ferb with the platypus guy. Super fun. Was happy to get these. Definitely collectible, and they're just freaking adorable. But everything's going to be available for sale pretty much in this video, you guys. If there's something you got to have, let me know. Got this adorable Olaf. Jack in the Box plays one of the songs or one of the tunes from Frozen, and then this little Olaf pops out of season. But again, it was a bulk buy. I also got these two plush Looney Tunes Lovables Baby Taz. I've actually had that before. That's a 1990s Tycho plush, still perfectly new in the box. And then this is a Disney Store Mickey Mouse by the Decades, and this is 1930s Mickey Mouse style. So I really, really, really like that. I always try to find the classic Mickey Mouse, especially older ones, becoming harder and harder to find. So those are the toys. Let's get into the comics. I'm not going to show you all the comics, but the majority of them with the overhead in just a minute. I got a whole bunch of horror. If you guys like horror comics, please stay tuned. I will probably be putting that chunk of video out tomorrow. And don't forget, you guys, please stop in Friday night. The majority of the items in this haul will be available Friday night for the comic shop sale, 8 o'clock Eastern, right back here on Horizon Picks. It is our weekly comic showcase featuring guest sellers. This week's guest is Spinner Rack Rick. All right. So here's the haul. I'm just going to go quickly through these and just some fun. I always do at the end of my shows. I say, be excellent, stay excellent, be excellent to one another. It is definitely a connection to Bill and Ted for sure. So love this. The Bill and Ted's excellent comic. Couldn't not get that. You guys know I love pop culture. Like I mentioned, you guys, if you're into horror, I left these in this stack. Check out, I will put the link up here and down below to connect to the horror portion of this haul. But this was Saga of the Swamp Thing number 12. Swamp Thing doing mean Swamp Thing things. And then I also got this Vertigo number 12, and I enjoy both of these. Usually great artwork. And this one is by Glenn Fabry on this cover. Pretty cool stuff. Keeping it rolling. What else did we get? And again, these are just mixed from a couple different people at the con. So Strange number 7, absolutely awesome cover there. I love this kind of Kraken or almost like a Cthulhu vibe going on there. Really cool on that. Some comics are just cover buys, and this was one of them. We always go, on my channel. This is Wolverine number 48. He may not make it. I don't know. Just the adamantium remains. This was cool. I'm enjoying the new trailer for Thunderbolts. This movie looks pretty cool. Love this cover, number 1. I think that's the second Thunderbolts, but with Ghost Rider. This is another movie I'm looking forward to, and that is Supergirl. This is number 674. And again, just a classic Supergirl cover. Always am going to pick that up. I got a couple copies of X-Men. I got these two Fall of the Mutants. That is number 225 and 226. So Fall of the Mutants, X-Men. If you guys come to the comic shop sale, X-Men usually are a good seller. We have lots of people who enjoy X-Men, as do I. And then I got these. I picked them. It was just they were together, so I bought them. They're actually direct and newsstand on 238. Love that cover as well. And again, just stuff that I enjoy. And you guys, if you see my channel, you see the types of things that I enjoy. I love Godzilla. This is Dark Horse number 13, and it is versus Bertanus. Looks like some awesome kaiju kind of. God, I always think of like whenever I see that, I think of like this Pacific Rim. I don't know if you guys have seen that movie. I highly recommend it. But kaiju awesomeness. I love Godzilla, and I love Godzilla comics. A couple Batmans. This was a key issue 450. Jim Aparo cover, and again, just a classic Joker cover. Reminds me of the first Jack Nicholson Batman movie, stewing over the news. Wait till they get a load of me. And then I love this one, number 414. Number 414. What is crazy about this? I love that he's going to come save her, but this one also it has a little bit more value because it has this DC Comics aren't just for kids, and you have this, very intense, violent cover. It's the irony of it is great. A couple Doctor Strange books. This was number 28, Doctor Strange with Ghost Rider, and I love this cover because I love it. It looks like that's Big Ben. It looks like they are in France, but Ghost Rider is riding on this crazy cool trail with like all these bones and stuff in it. I thought it was really cool. And then looks like Doctor Strange is trying to keep up there, but awesome, awesome Ghost Rider cover. I love that. And then this was buy it, so I grabbed it. More Teixeira art, original Ghost Rider #1, and always look for Teixeira. Oh, and Palmiotti on that one, but awesome stuff. I like Teixeira's art. Just a random grab. We'll always get it. Harley Quinn #20. And looks like it's probably Amanda Connor on that cover. I'm not sure if this is a first print or not. I will look. My man Simon Bisley picking up a lot of Lobo if I can find it. Excuse me. So great stuff. Lobo's back, cover by Simon Bisley. You can see the Biz right there. Fight me, fanboy, hilarious. Two of my favorite cartoon characters, Ren and Stimpy. I already have these. These will be available. I only need maybe one or two more issues to have the entire run of Ren and Stimpy. Used to love this back in the day. It is still holds up. Great animation, lots of adult themes, really funny, wacky, cute, all that stuff. So Ren and Stimpy #13. And then I got #25 right there. So dog meet Dogzilla. It's hilarious. There you go. So little Ren and Stimpy. We got all right. Now this one, if you guys are into restoration, pressing videos, this one's probably going to be my next project. I will put the link to my pressing videos playlist up in the corner and down below. But Spider-Man versus Wolverine, pretty decent book. But if you see up on the spine here, there is some there's definitely some wear. Has a little bit of a spine roll. I'm gonna have to check this book out, but probably will be worthwhile to work on that. So stay tuned. Spider-Man versus Wolverine. For those, I know it's been all the buzz and the comic channels is Doom, Doctor Doom, and I could not get these two. Absolutely awesome. #26, King Doom, and then #27. Looks like some smoochies right there. So love those. Doom. Another 2-pack that I picked up, and I actually got these from different sellers at the con. I always love this cover of Red Sonja, #1, and I love the way they did. Let me come in real close. I love the way they did the lines. There you go. Oh, look at that. How cool is that? I love the way they did that on that cover. Got #1, and then I got a #2 at another seller. So #1 and #2, Red Sonja. I think this is the 1980s version. Random cover here. I just thought this was so friggin' cool. Look at that. Birds of Prey, Brightest Day #5. But look at this Huntress. I had to get it. She is focused. Love that. Birds of Prey. I got this. All right, now these two books I got from one vendor. I was walking around with AJ. You guys know AJ from my shows. We were walking around. I got these two. We were talking. We were looking. One guy had some cool stuff. I wanted to buy more stuff from him. But these two books I picked up. Anything with Frankenstein, I'm pretty much into it. Frankenstein kind of slapping Captain America is pretty crazy. That is #31. And then I got anytime I could find a nice condition of this Jimmy Olsen with Kirby. A lot of these Jack Kirby Superman issues usually do pretty well in Jimmy Olsen. So this is #137. And Kirby doing Soups is pretty cool. I really like it. I think he looks great. I dig it. So grab that copy. I don't think that'll stick around too long. Strange Tales number 186. My man Doctor Strange didn't have this issue. It's also in a newsstand, which is pretty early for that. I have to check the date on that. My man Joe Kubert had to get a little Joe Kubert in the mix. You could see his signature right there. Our Army at War 285. I don't think I have this one, and might go into the personal collection. I have to check. I do personally collect Joe Kubert, Sergeant Rock, and war books. This one, I grabbed some of this stuff. If I haven't seen it before, I just think it's cool and the price is right. I will grab it. This was Modern Comics Peter Cannon Thunderbolt number 58. Honestly, I liked it because it had a pterodactyl that was gonna get him, and I like that he's wearing his superhero socks. It's pretty hilarious cover, actually. Lost in Time, Prehistoric Valley. So anyway, the condition was actually pretty good on that. This one was cool. More Jack Kirby, Superpowers number 2 from the limited in a newsstand. I did notice, unfortunately, it looks like we have a little chip or piece missing. You could see it right there. So that kind of sucks. But still, it's cool. I personally collect these toys and anything Kirby, pretty much down with that. For Battle Tales, I've actually had this book before, sold it on the Friday night sale. It is number 4. I think this is a reprint. I'm going to have to look inside of a previous book. But I believe this is just a Bronze Age. I love the cover art. Really, really cool stuff. So I love me some war books with great art. There was another event, Invaders. This was from a different seller at the con. And Bronze Age Invaders like this, love. I also do. The Golem is really cool. I like that bad guy as well. So there you go. You can see great stuff. Love that little Submariner in Chains. We had this was cool. Always gonna pick up Super Villain Team Up, and this one has early Shroud in it. It might actually be first appearance. I have to look that up, but anything with Doom is always pretty good. This is number 6. Punching the Thing in his grill. Mr. Fantastic getting stomped on. Awesome stuff. And again, early newsstand on that. Couple more in this haul. Now, these were really fun. All right. I had a request for Top Cat from a regular buyer on the channel, and I will probably make this available. This is number 7 by Charlton, and it is in fairly nice condition. Normally I find these are almost always beaten up. This one's pretty nice. Got to take it out of the Mylar and look at it. But Top Cats, Rockamaniacs, just great cover. Awesome cover. So there was that one, and then right next to it, I got this one, and this one might be a candidate to clean and press. Mostly white cover. Hanna-Barbera Flintstones 12 center. And again, another pterodactyl in a different way. But you could see, again, some spine wear there. But I might give this a clean. I think this can probably improve. Let's see if I can get that to be a little bit better. But really nice 12 center gold key. Couple more left. Oh, these were really cool. I really enjoyed these 2 covers. I always pick up anything kind of art throwback looking, and these were the Spectre number 12 and 13, and I will show them like this. Let's see, I'm in reverse. I just wanted to show you guys these covers. There you go. How cool is that? Great art. Just this one and anything that kind of has this like Illuminati vibe going on. Just sorry, I'm just kind of in reverse. There we go. So you can see that cover right there. And then this one definitely still has again a little bit of that like Art Nouveau style to it. Certainly has a little bit. Spinner Rack Rick will be on. I know he's likes Mignola. This does remind me of Mignola, Mike Mignola, a little bit as well. But it's these are covers by Ryan Sook, Sook, and you can see his signature right there. There you go at the bottom of the book. So Spectre, and then our last. This was the last for this haul, and I grabbed another copy of this. I already have this. This one's actually in pretty minty condition. It is the official magazine for the first Batman movie. Highly recommend this if you like Batman, if you like the Michael Keaton movie, the first movie. So yeah, that's the haul, you guys. Let me wrap up with a couple promos and be right back. All right, you guys. Well, please join us Friday night, 8 o'clock for the comic shop sale. As I mentioned, this week's special guest is Spinner Rack Rick. You guys know Rick from our chats. He's been on multiple times. We always have a fun time. He also made it out to the Lehigh Valley Comic Con, and we picked up some goodies. I know he picked quite a bit of books. He should have some really nice stuff for you. And again, the link will be down below. Check out the video. Just gives you an idea of if you've ever been to a Comic Con, you know. If you have never been to a Comic Con or you would like to kind of see some of that experience, that was a fun news article. Plus, you get to see Secrets Collectibles, and you get to see me holding a book in the background. But also, don't forget, you guys, I'm going to be on next Tuesday at 6 o'clock for the claim sale. Hey, thanks for watching the video, you guys. Hope to see you on Friday night. Hit the thumbs up. Have a great rest of your week. See you soon.